Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I'm glad you're here. Today is one of those days to where I apologize. I do have my tea. Unfortunately, it is still kind of warm, so I can't drink it as quick. But today's one of those days to where when you wake up, you're in kind of like one of those, I don't know, moods, or I don't know how to describe it. I felt a little like, not blah, but anyway. So I said the best remedy for the meh or the blah feeling is to come on here. Now, there is a couple things that I have asked y'all, and y'all have given me your honest opinions, and I love that, so thank you. It is very hard for me to ask those kind of questions. The lighthearted questions is really super easy, but when it comes to things, about money, I'm just very uncomfortable with it. So thank y'all for bearing with me and giving me feedback on all that. I may end up doing like a base membership with no extra benefits, so that it doesn't put a whole lot of extra pressure on me to put out special content. But now, that's not to say I might not add that option later for those of y'all that want something extra, or I don't know. But regardless, you don't have to do it. You can come and hang out with me and just watch my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, to do that. All of those things help my channel, so don't feel like you have to do a membership. If I do implement them, it's only if you want to, and you can afford to, because I know there's some memberships out there that are quite costly. So that's being done. All right, I'm done with that part. Now, the custom order thing is a whole nother ball game. I went on my website, and when I tell you I'm on Shopify, and that, if I were to just say, okay, here's this print, here's this print, here's this print, pick which custom bag you want, that would be perfectly fine. But I need to know what base, what base you want, and the drawstring. Like, hold up, sorry. Like, I can give you this pattern and you can choose that, but I don't know how to give you this option, at what color or what print you would want on that. So it's still in the works. Y'all bear with me. I used to be tech savvy, or I used to think I was tech savvy, until 2025 came around and I was trying to do things on my website. So I'm still working on that. And if any of you know anything about Shopify or Metafields, and the world of technology and internet is totally different than when I first started. And to date myself a little bit, it was in 96 when I could put up a web page, I could do all the graphics, I could do all the options. And now, what? Ooh, almost 30 years. No wonder. No wonder my information's a little outdated, or my knowledge. But anyway, so I told y'all that I would show you the shirt I knit up. Well, this is it in all its beautiful little glory. Now, there's a lot that I would change. I don't like this neckline. And when I was picking up my stitches, I apparently didn't do it as evenly as I thought. I thought, let's do this. But I do like the raglan drop shoulder, or the raglan style. I want to try a drop shoulder. or a set-in sleeve. Oh gosh, I'm gonna tell y'all what I did to my shoulder here in a little bit, but the next, that catmint that I told y'all that I was gonna do, I've actually already got it cast on. It's in my project bag, and I may get it and show y'all, because I don't like showing you whips, only because it's more fun for me. I don't know. What do y'all think? I know I keep asking y'all, what do y'all think? But I do love to hear from you. So, let me finish showing you this. I was originally going to alter the sleeves on this because they're so big. I mean, you see how much they poke out from my arms. I'm hoping you can see this. They're quite significant, you know. And I'm not sure. I like the extra room because I have wings, you know. You don't get to be my age without having tricep wings. But I think on the next one, I'm going to do the sleeves a little bit snugger on that catmint. I don't know 100% how I'm going to do that, because I can draft one easier, but it was boxy and it had no, you know, no true shaping style or whatnot. But anyway, so going by patterns is a little challenging for me in the regard that I can envision what I want. I just need to see if I can find patterns that blend those things, or how I can alter the patterns to make them work for me. But the catmint is a V-neck with that placket. Thank y'all for that. I had never heard that term before, but y'all educated me. I will admit that I did Google it after I made that video, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then y'all explained it to me, so I was like, that brings it home. So thank you. I really appreciate that. It was like I knew what it was looking at it on a piece of clothing and on polos and whatnot, but I had never heard the term. And even on jeans, you know, that the zipper. So I get it. It just never occurred to me that was the name of it. Just like the name of the little piece that goes on the end of your shoestring. I know what it is, and I know there's a specific name for it. Can't remember it right now, but I do know there is one. So, oh God, that tastes so good. So, with this one, I would have loved the V-neck, but I think I like it in this form as it is right now for the moment. Now, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show you, and you can hear me, but you won't be able to see it. I mean, you won't be able to see my face. But right here, you can see where I had pulled it out. See how these stitches are so even? And then it goes wonky. Well, I haven't blocked it yet. So that's why this is all the stuff that I ripped out and re-knit. But I did go with the split hem. And then I did the broken rib for the bottom. So I do like it. And it's the perfect length because, you know, I told y'all I have no hiney. But at least this does room so that it doesn't cling to my no behind. Because I have no behind. But I do like that I added to this. And I'm hoping by blocking it evens those stitches out. But I didn't want to, I was going to block it last night, but I was like, no, because it might not be dry by morning. So I didn't. So that I could show y'all this morning. Because I had a rough idea that I might film this morning because, you know, I have to upload it for you to watch tomorrow morning. Because I'm waiting down to the last minute. But I've worked the last 2 days. And then this past weekend, Oh, it was a hot mess. But I wanted to show you, okay? Now, in my last video, I showed y'all the runner, the table runner that I did, right? My very first quilting piece. And I'm still in love with it. I still haven't worked on it anymore. But I wanted to show y'all what I was going to use for my backing. See? Rainbows and dots. Well, technically they're more like bubbles, but to me they look like dots. So, is it too much? I mean, give me your honest opinion because I could use it. I'm going to hold this up like this, which now granted this will be on the back, so it's not like it'll be super obvious, but I think it'll go well because there's all the colors in the rainbow in that backing piece. So I really think that it could work. Hold on, let me grab it again. And this is a remnant. I have another piece if this won't be big enough, but I think I can cut this straight down the fold and get, because it would be, let me see, I'm going to try it on camera. I should have done this beforehand, and I'm sorry. Actually, I have to unfold it. I have to go selvage to selvage, unfold it selvage to selvage. Okay, so it's a little shy of being long enough. But what I could do is it is twice as wide. So I definitely have enough fabric to make it my backing fabric. Now, I was going to get some batting from work yesterday, but it was oh poo, I'm just going to put this behind me right now. It was 100% natural cotton, but it was very thin. I would have had to double it up, and for the price that it was, I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to purchase that yet. Let me talk to my husband. And, you know, it might be gone when I go back to work. Who knows? Because we're not allowed to hold things. I mean, we weren't allowed to hold things before, but if it was going to be a day or two, yeah, she didn't mind. But, you know, now with this liquidation thing going on, she said no. It's like, well, I'm not just going to buy it without talking to my husband, because, you know, that whole roll of 30 yards of this batting was like $200. So I'm not just going to willy-nilly purchase that. But I have to figure out, being a new quilter or being a beginner, I have to figure out what I want and what I like. Now, I did look at toasty cotton. We don't have any. Well, we have some. But she's allowing another team member to hold it. Yeah, riddle me that. But anyway. So, I wasn't going to purchase that out from under my teammate, you know. Because I love her to death. And if she's really wanting it, I'm not going to buy it out from under her. But I did tell her, you know, if you don't want it, I'll probably get it. Because I like it over the cotton that I saw. Because toasty cotton is 100% cotton, but it has the synthetic scrim, which I did not know what that was. I did research, and I found out it helps hold the natural fibers together, and it is a synthetic, so, you know. But it's fluffier than the one that I was looking at. So, in the last video I said, or it might have been the video before, I can't remember, I said I was going to pre-make some liners. Well, I did. And alright, so this will be the inside of the bag. I have it inside out just for folding purposes because I needed to be able to fold it flat instead of it sitting up. So I did this, and then I thought, well, when I box my corners, it makes it to where I have to do that, and I don't want to do that. I don't have room to do that. So I made a pile of liners, just white liners that I did not box the corners yet. let me tell you, that took some work. I spent an entire day cutting them, and then cutting the interfacing that I needed, and then ironing all the interfacing. Because this is 17 liners. So in order to do 17 liners, I had to do 17 interfacing, which is the same, basically. Every time I make a bag, I cut 4 different things. I cut the print, the outside fabric, then I cut the interfacing for that, and then I cut the liner, and then the interfacing for that. So that, yeah, so that took me a while. I did all the cutting and everything and ironing in one day, and then I came back the next day and sewed them all together. So, but they're ready. So the next 17 bags, I will be able to have my liners ready. Which is really, really nice for me to have in the back of my mind, to where I don't have to focus solely on trying to push out the bags. Because I don't want it to take away from the enjoyment, you know? And it's more of a, well, I want this, I want to do that, I want to do this. So this way, I can let my imagination run wild with the outside of the bag. And the busy work, the tedious part is already done, so I can just have fun now. Now, I did go, I went to I went to West Columbia Friday, because we took my grandson to Adventure, and I bought a few things there. If you'll notice behind me, my spool holder is almost full, or practically full, or is full. I bought a few things. I bought some thread. But it's, you know, our store got wiped out really, really quick with thread, especially the mainstay, like the main colors, like the white and the back, the white and the black, the basics. So I got some white, I got some black, I got some blue, I had fun. And then I got fabric. I did pick up quite a few fabrics for Christmas. And I got one Halloween. But I was looking for one particular fabric, and if I remember, I will put it here. If I remember to tell my son, I don't have my notepad handy because I have this lovely pile of fabric to show y'all. So it's in my way. But I went looking. I found it at the Columbia store on 2-Notch. But I thought, oh, you know, my store has it. I'm not going to buy it right now. But it was for all the holiday prints were 40% off. So I was trying to stock up on my holiday prints at a decent price. Because y'all know these prices are not dropping. And you know why? Because everybody's buying the stock at these prices. Yarn at 25% off, which is way more expensive than you ever had to pay regular before the pre-liquidation, because you always had coupons and sales. So, and fabric is holiday print fabric, cotton quilting fabric is 20% off. I mean 40% off for the holiday stuff, and then the regular cotton is only 20% off, which is not that great of a deal. So the flannel is 30% off. Now all of this is today, Wednesday, as of 3/12, I think today's date is. So I don't know. I worked Monday and Tuesday, so I don't know if anything has changed by the time this loads tomorrow. I don't know. They don't have any rhyme or reason to when they're putting these, changing the sale percentages. So, and we get asked that a lot. When are you closing? When are the sales? You know, yeah. So anyway, I've told y'all about that. But I thought, you know, when I saw that particular one at 2 Notch in Columbia, I was like, we have it at my store. I'll just wait. Well, I went to work a few days later and we had zero. Actually, it was 2 days. Because Mike's doctor's appointment was on Tuesday and that was on Thursday that I went to work. And my manager said, yeah, they wiped out all of our Easter. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I worked Thursday. Me and my daughter-in-law took my grandson up to Adventure in West Columbia Friday. And I looked there and they didn't have that print. And I was like, oh. She did have a couple prints that I did get though. I will show y'all. And then I got some from my store because we had a truck while I was up in West Columbia. We had a truck on Friday delivered to our store. So I picked up a couple little things Saturday when I worked. Yeah, because it was so funny. I worked Thursday, off Friday, went to Columbia, or West Columbia, and then worked Saturday. So this is what I bought from the other store in West Columbia. I thought it was so pretty. I got strings. But I love this. This might compete with my other one. And who doesn't love a little checkered gingham, right? Especially when it's Easter colors. Now, I got a good bit. I think I got 3 or 4 yards of these. Maybe 2 yards of this, or maybe a yard. I can't remember. No, I don't remember. I have it written down somewhere. And then I thought that was adorable. Now, this doesn't, to me, it doesn't scream Easter. It is an Easter pattern, but I can probably use it other ways. And apparently I'm drawn to dots. I did not know that about myself. But I really enjoyed those 3 colors. And I'm excited to see what I can come up with those. Because I have a feeling I'll be making some bags here soon. Now, I put a hold on my bags after I made those liners until I get those labels in. These right here, you know, the little tags that I can sew on the bag. And I just got an email yesterday that USPS got the information. So I don't know if they mailed it off yesterday or they're mailing it off today and just printed the label yesterday. I don't know. But now, look, isn't that pretty? They're little bunnies. And you know, it's on my color. It's on the purple base. And I think I have a perfect purple, I think. Now, I do have a lighter purple that may blend well with this, but I think I want something darker to be a little bit more contrast. See, and this is why I wanted to open up custom orders, because y'all could pick and choose, you know. And what I may do is just put the prints on the custom orders and then have a one picture in those custom orders that is not a custom order option, but you could put, you know, you could pick which bottom or base you want and put a note in the notes section, you know. And if I don't see a note, then I can email you and ask you, you know, please select one. And y'all know this one. I got some more of this because I love this pattern. And this is new to me, okay? It is on blue, which is, you know, another one of my colors. But I thought this was pretty. Looks like little abstract daisies inside of eggs on that blue base. And I thought that was really, really pretty. I like that. And then my checkerboard, which I love. Now, I have the classic maker problem because I want to make bags for me in these things. So I have to rein myself in and say, no, you know, just be happy making them, right? Oops. Just be happy making them. And I'm trying to. I'm trying to just be satisfied with that. But that is very hard. Very hard. Now, I think it was Saturday. So I worked Saturday and I worked Monday and Tuesday. This might have been Monday. I don't know, it was Saturday or Monday. I bought these little hoops, okay? And they're called slip hoop. This is 12 inches and this is 10 inches. And it was in the Quilting Notions. They were on sale for $4.50, I think. But they're plastic. Not plastic. What is this called? Well, it says new and recycled plastic. It's very sturdy. And I don't have any hoops now. Back, you know, in 2003 when we had our house fire, I lost all of my cross-stitching stuff. So I had no more hoops, and I never bought any more because I didn't do any more cross-stitch after, at that point, that I needed a big hoop. Now, I did that for my best friend with the print symbol, but it came with a little frame hoop thing that you could use, and I did that with that. But sorry, trying to set that down without it falling everywhere. So I got those, but it was more of what I may need in the future versus what I need now, because that I can do with quilting. If I do want to do any hand stitching on my quilts, I can use those, and it'll hold really well because those are heavy duty type rings. And one more thing I got to show you that I bought. Yes, we have talked about Joann going and stocking stuff that is not craft related. But I saw this, and I've been looking at some of these for a while. But for what I paid for this big thing, Amazon, Walmart, and all that are way expensive, more expensive than what I paid for this one. And if I were to get one, it would be about this much. You know, it would be about that tall, which that's fine for most people. But what I want to use this for is I make my own homemade vanilla extract, and this would be perfect for that. So I had 2 of them. I was going to buy 2 of them, but when it was missing this piece right there. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see it. It's this little, hold on, maybe you can see it after I open it back up. There we go. So it had the plug piece, but it didn't have the flange to give it a good airtight seal. And right now, all of my homemade vanilla is sitting in my mason, my canning jars. I have them in pint canning jars. And I thought, you know, for my next batch, I think I may buy some more vanilla beans, but also use my other ones. Because some people use the vanilla beans at least three times before, you know, you've drawn all that vanilla flavor out. So what I might do is just buy some supplemental beans and use my existing beans and put them in here and let them all be together. And then I'll have a humongous one, because that will hold a lot. And I used vodka as my base for one of them, and then I used rum for the base for the other 2. And I have to try the rum-based one, because it has a lower percent of alcohol by volume, so it's a lower proof. And I'm not sure how that turned out yet, because I'm still using the vodka based one, because I have 3 pint jars. And it's been about 3 years since I did those. So they're beyond ready. I just haven't, I haven't used them yet. Oops. Okay, so that pretty much concludes all the not makes, because I only showed y'all the one make. Technically, the one make and then the partials over there, and then I talked about shopping. But I'm conflicted, and I look at everybody buying all this stuff, and I understand the fear of missing out is real, all right? But when you are buying it at such a high price, you're really not forcing them to take the price down. But like I was explaining to another customer, the other day, I said, we're our own worst enemies in these kind of situations, because we think, oh, if we don't buy it, somebody else is going to buy it. Like in case of that fabric that I want for Easter. It's true. So we create our own conundrum, our own reality in this, and we're just bringing the prophecy, or what we're scared of, we're bringing it to life, because we're buying things up and at a ridiculous price, mind you. Well, the 40% off isn't ridiculous, because that's pretty much what I could get it for actually, that's a little better than I could get it pre-liquidation. But anyway, it's rough. It really is, because I would love to be able to say, no, I'm not going to purchase any of this until the price goes down. Well, I'm not 100% sure on fabric. I have watched tons of YouTube podcasters and how they thrift fabric, and they find local quilt shops and get their remnants, and so I will be exploring those avenues. But for now, I'm holding out hope that the prices drop a little bit. Now, I did get some flannel. I will show y'all that another day, because it's put up at the moment. I did get some flannel, because I am planning on doing the reusable paper towels. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to offer a single layer for like napkins and stuff, for eating. And then I might offer the double layer for whatever other purposes people may need them for. And I've been researching, and I think what I'm going to offer, and y'all can input your opinions on this. Doesn't always mean I will follow it, but you can definitely give me your advice and your opinions on it. I think what I'm going to do is do 10 by 12 size, and serge them together on the double layers, or overlock them together, so to speak, because I do want to try, like I need anything else to occupy my time. But I love my reusable paper towels. And I have converted my son and my husband and my daughter-in-law, or both my sons and my daughter-in-law and my grandson. Every time we have dinner, I will use only my reusable paper towels. My grandson loves the dinosaur ones the best. He's like, I love Grandma's paper towels. I'm telling y'all, that just makes my heart sing. And I want to do some I want to do pattern flannel, but I don't know. I mean, as far as like, I don't know if that will go over well. Because I want to do, I mean, right now, I bought plaids and, you know, more mundane type that could go with almost any decor. But some of them out there, I have seen flowers and butterflies and unicorns and, you know, the flannel market, it's vast. There's a lot of different patterns you can use. But I was hesitant because I don't know that market yet. So I didn't know what, I didn't know what I should do as far as, I am very sure-footed in the pattern fabric for my bags. Not so much on the reusable paper towels. Should I think like that with the paper towels and just let my imagination run wild? But I don't want it to be money wasted. But like I told my daughter-in-law, if the reusable paper towel thing doesn't pan out, I don't have to use all of my flannel, you know? I can use some to get it started and do a test run to see if, you know, it's well received. And if not, I can always use the flannel as backing on my quilt. Or on throw quilts and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. But, anyway. Oh, I finally figured out, and it's so funny because, alright, let me tell you this first. My brain is on overdrive right now. So, I decided what strap I was going to use. I said, well, my market bag straps work great for them, so why not use it for my Spring Fling mini bag? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm using it like I would on my market bag. And I'm doing the 5 rows thick, you know, so that it has good sturdy handles. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm on my 5th one on this one. Let me see. I don't think I have 5 on that one yet. No, just 4. All right. And I was really conflicted on the color. I kept going back and forth because I was going to do a striped handle with all 4 colors, you know. I was like, no, I don't know if that's going to go. So, yeah. Y'all get to see this work in progress only because I'm actually working on it while I'm talking to you. Yeah. So, the funny part is, all right, while I'm doing this morning, I started it last night. I started the handles last night. And, well, I was knitting my shirt, okay? I was knitting my shirt, replying to emails. And Tina and Christina, I apologize to both of you for taking so long to get back to you on emails. Christina, I had your email. I had responded to your email, but I never hit send. It just went into draft mode. So I'm so sorry about that. You know, under this red dye, I am a blonde. Now it's getting darker. The blonde is getting darker, as you can see with my roots. By the way, I definitely need to color my hair. Good grief. I was editing the video. Well, I was pre-editing the video to find out where to insert some things that I never did get to insert because my son edited and uploaded it before I got to be able to do that. But I was like, oh wow, I see roots. So I don't know if the next video you'll see my hair colored, but if not the next one, by the second video from today, you will probably see my hair colored. It will be bright red. Because normally I do light auburn in the winter, and in the summer I will do strawberry blonde, which is close to my natural color, just a little bit more strawberry. I don't know. It's March, so it's about that time to start cranking up the strawberry blonde, but I haven't done that in a couple years because I feel like it makes it very light. Which, I mean, this isn't dark, but this is very close to my natural just imagine this as a blonde color in that shade, but it still has, this has a significant amount of red tone still in it. But anyway, enough about my hair. Y'all did not come for all that. But this is the chit chat part of the video, so I hope y'all don't mind. From the response I'm getting, y'all are enjoying this part, so I will continue to do it because it's my favorite part. Well, no, it's not my favorite part. The favorite part is showing you my stuff, my makes, but the next favorite part is just hanging out and talking to you. Because it's like, you know, when you get together with friends or other crafters and you get to show off your stuff and you're like, look what I made. Isn't this cool? Let me see what you made. And then you get to chit chat about it. So that's kind of what these videos are for me, and I hope it is for you. But what I was saying is, this morning when I was doing emails, I was sitting there thinking, not this morning, last night. So I was doing emails and knitting that shirt, knitting my cat mitt shirt, the replacement for this one. Well, not replacement, but the alternative to this one. And I got tired of knitting, and so I was like, you know what? I need to figure out what I'm going to do on this handle, on this bag. So I was like, you know, I don't really want to add the wooden handle to this one, or the wooden ringed handle. I love them, don't get me wrong, but they're expensive as a mess. And the only one I have is a dark version, and I didn't want to do that with this light color. So I was like, you know what? If it's good enough for my market bags, it's good enough for my spring fling bag. So I started working on this last night. And then I went into the living room with my husband, and we were watching Reacher. I'll get back to that in a minute. So I was like, you know, while I was watching that, I said, okay, you know, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. And I wasn't 100% sure what color I wanted the handle to be. Like I said, I wanted to do stripe with all 4 colors, but I thought that would be too much or too busy. So I picked the color that I felt went with all 4 colors. At first I was going to use purple, but I wasn't 100% sure that I liked purple with the blue. I don't know. Now, I mean, it still would have been okay, but I think I like, and y'all know I love my purple, right? Oh, goodness. But I think I like the brightness of the yellow handle better. And I love that it's going to be just as sturdy as the market bag handle. So I'm excited. And if you want, I will leave the link down and below. And if it's not in this video, just look back at my other video. And I had the last video. The bags of all kinds video. And it's in the description on the bottom, below that one. Okay. Post video me. I got up and started doing everything. Got it started with my day and realized I didn't tell y'all what was so funny about me doing the bag. Because this morning when I woke up, I think I had 3 rows done. So I wanted to do a total of 5 rows, right? And right now my hand, I just was washing dishes and my hand's a little still damp, I guess, because the cotton's not gliding through. But anyway, the funny part is I'm sitting there watching my morning podcasters, right? And who else is on there but Kelsey? And she did a flower power bag because she finally tried the flower power, and she made her motifs into a like a granny square bag, which is cute, and that's one of my plans for mine. But it was so funny because she was doing the same border as I'm doing, or handles as I'm doing. I just kind of laughed, and I'm like, yep. Makers definitely, we all share the same kind of ideas, don't we? And I will never get tired of that, because it just, to me, it provides that sense of community and that compatibility, you know, I guess you could say. But anyway, back to the video. I just wanted to kind of insert this because I remembered that I got sidetracked and saw a squirrel. Anyway, back to it. But anyway, I think I'm going to... Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I was about to sign off with you, but... So I went in there last night to watch TV with my husband, and we started watching Reacher on Prime Video. I love that show, but I love the books too. I like Lee Child as an author. And I said, well, I want something that I can watch that my husband... I mean, because we have like 5 or 6 different shows that we're watching right now together, and I have to wait on him to be able to watch those, right? But there's a lot of times I'm in here or even in there and he's asleep, like in the mornings and stuff. If I'm working on something, I want something to watch. And now I do have my YouTube podcasters. I have my favorites and I watch them, but sometimes there's no videos to watch. You've watched all of them, right? So sometimes I'll go looking for new people, but then there's times to where I'm just not in the mood to look for anybody else. I just want to watch a show. So if y'all have any recommendations to kind of give you a feel for what I watch. I'm very eclectic in my watching. I like 911, all the 911 versions. I like hospital dramas like Grey's Anatomy, Code Black, The Pit. That's a new one that I'm watching. And I loved Yellowstone, but I'm not able to watch it because I don't have Peacock. I watched up until the big break in the season, you know, and then the last half of this past season I've not watched. Let's see, but that's me and my husband's show, so I can't really watch it by myself anyway. But something along those lines. Landman, I want to watch that, but that's something we're going to watch. So I'm trying to find something for me to just, when I don't have a podcast video that I can watch, or I'm just kind of wanting to veg out and make and, you know, have something on. I'm trying to think. There's other shows that I've been watching. So Tracker, from the This Is Us fella, that show turned into a couple show for me and my husband. So I'm trying to think of all the shows that I watch. But anyway, I like sometimes, and Agatha All Along, but that turned into a couple thing. Me and him just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a hoot. That movie was funny. But if you got any recommendations, leave them below, because, you know, I'm kind of in between. There's sometimes to where I want the fast paced, like the ER medical type thing, like that distraction. And there's sometimes to where I'm just kind of wanting I don't really want a romantic thing. I mean, they're not bad, but I don't know if there's any good ones out there right now. So if you find a good, it doesn't have to be a rom-com, just, you know, just something not as fast-paced as like 911 or an ER show, you know, hospital show, that kind of thing. I thought I swallowed that weird. But if you can keep those things in mind and you have some good suggestions, throw them at me, because, you know, I'm all for it. But it's been nice hanging out with y'all today. I appreciate y'all being here, because without y'all, I wouldn't be doing these. So I really do appreciate it. And if you stuck this long, thank you. You mean so much to me, because it takes a lot to listen to me sit here and talk. But I'm going to get off here, finish this bag up. I do have a question. I'm going to line this bag like I lined all my spring flings. But I'm debating, should I stick with like a yellow, or should I just go white? Because it's going to show a little bit through the crochet stitches, but I mean, yellow's light enough to where I won't lose anything in the bottom of the bag. But I pretty much have every color in fabric to be able to use any of these colors. But I figured I would stay with light, since I stayed light on my handle. Anyway, I'm not going to line it today, so if y'all leave me your comments, I will see them tomorrow in my world. And we will see what to go from there. Oh, and about the lives, if you've made it this long and you're still here, I think I'm gonna do the lives. I will find I might put a poll in the community post to see. I won't be able to please everybody, and I won't be able to have everybody's timeline in mind. I mean, I'll try to keep as much cohesiveness as I can to the biggest amount of people in a time slot. And if I can't hit everybody, maybe I could do 2. Like 1 week do it at this time, and the next week do it at another time, so that everybody has a chance, because I would love to be able to do some live interactions with y'all. I think that would be so awesome, because I really had fun when I did it on Russ's channel, and it was pretty cool. So I hope y'all have a great day, evening, morning, night, whenever you're watching this. And I do hope you do something today that brings you some happiness, whether it's hanging out with your favorite person, or doing your favorite craft, or watching your favorite TV show. I just hope you have a little bit of happiness today. I'll see y'all later. Bye.